radio, boys.
You guys are live.
Live, we hot?
Yeah, you're hot.
Sit right here. You coming in? Here, come this way. This is the mic I want in the studio. I keep popping my peas, dude.
Popping my peas.
Oh my god, my peas are so popped. You wouldn't believe it, hon.
Jesse, would you buy some meats?
Yo, I am thrilled with the meats that I got.
And you got a free one, right? The more you buy, the more you save.
I got that chimichurri beef. What was it? Skirt steak. I got tilapia stuffed with crab, salmon pinwheel stuffed with crab, the Grazia olive oil, which I love, and then they have acai, like little pints. I'm gonna take home, make an acai bowl. All that, $62.
What?
That was crazy.
That's wild. That's wild. Fork. Get the fork out of here, Jesse.
And I got the free beef too.
I love it.
Yeah, you do.
Jesse, where are we at?
We are actually right across the street from the Neshaminy Mall. We are at Wild Fork, and this place I just found out. So like they started in Miami,
okay,
and that's where they had like a couple of their stores. It was like brick and mortar, and then the pandemic hit. All the rest of us are like, oh my God, this is terrible. But Wild Fork blew up because they do delivery, and everybody found out about Wild Fork. They were getting everything delivered to their houses. And then they jumped on that and they were like, let's get this going online. So now they do have more brick and mortar stores, which is great because again, I just was able to come in here and just get amazing freaking meat.
The best thing I like is that they come seasoned. A lot of the meats come seasoned, pre-seasoned already. So even if you aren't a pro, but still appreciate good cuts of meat, you're getting it pre-seasoned, ready to go. All you got to do is make sure you don't burn it. Makes it super easy. It's already taste approved. Just got to heat it up a little bit.
Yeah, I love that it was seasoned. I didn't even realize it. I was like, I really
didn't
like
even realize it. They make it easy.
Wait, I didn't even know because that thing was so good over there, the chimichurri. And I'm walking around, I go, oh, that has chimichurri on it. I'll get it. I got the exact same thing I had. I'm so excited to make it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, dude. What's going on with you?
Not much. I heard you guys are giving away Gorillas tickets.
Yes, we are.
I didn't know those guys were still alive.
Damon Albarn is he's an interesting guy. You got Blur, you got his solo stuff, you got Gorillas. He's an interesting dude, but when I saw Gorillas live, I'll tell you what, you got to see them because it's wild.
Is it a cool visual show?
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell just from the music videos.
Yes, because they're like these fake animated characters. It's one of the coolest shows ever. Go. When I forget how long ago I saw them, but like they had this whole screen and the animated characters, and it was loud and it was epic. And then the screen went up, and you saw everyone, and they were going at it. Gorillas. Always see Gorillas live because they don't do a lot of stuff. I mean, they're back. They after a very long time, new album, and yeah, we got the tickets. You should definitely go.
How do you enter?
You can enter with a QR code, but I will tell you this: nobody realizes this. We have the contest page at alt1045philly.com. It is. There are so many shows that we had tickets. I think we just stopped on Monday for Noah Khan's show. Completely sold out at the bank on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So Noah Khan's going to be there. We had tickets. That show sold out in under an hour. So we have tickets to that. We did. But Gorillas we have Tame Impala, Mountjoy, who everyone loves. But we have so many tickets on the contest page. And I fear not enough people know about that page. Because you can just register to win right there. Boom, we'll call you. So yes, get it. You can get it on the website if you're not going to be here, which is totally fine.
Noah Khan's already sold out.
Sold out,
okay.
And the Phils will be at Mets.
Yes.
Tomorrow's Friday.
This weekend. Oh my God, tomorrow's Friday.
I know. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I just said that.
I already. Crazy. So, yeah, away game. That means Noah Khan at the bank, and I think it's actually the only concert there this summer. Unless they do a halftime or a post-game Phillies game, right? Or
did they already have Nelly? Remember they had Nelly that was going to come?
I was there.
Post-game?
I was there in center field for Shaq.
Oh, for Shaq. Yeah, he came, right? Doing a DJ set?
It was nuts. I was having the time of my life with my friends, and then some dude was like, hey, there's kids here. You need to calm down. I go, I'm not even drunk.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm high on life.
Kind of. like not like a shout out to like the cool parents, but like, if you are one of the, like, just relax. Okay. We know you have kids. Nobody's trying to upset them.
Right.
But we're allowed to have fun too. Okay.
Okay.
You're right. Ear and then right.
Jesse, did you watch the Phillies game last night?
You're damn right I did.
How exciting.
I cannot get over it.
The heart attack, Phils.
I tell
cardiac arrest, Phils.
This is a team you do not want to change the channel.
You got to watch the whole game.
You got to commit.
All 27 outs.
Plot twists galore.
They are tied now, second in baseball, most wins after the ninth inning. After they're down in the ninth inning, most wins, second most wins in baseball. So showing grit, showing fight. This team just doesn't die, right, guys? Go Phils.
Go fighting.
Ringing the bell.
That's right.
And they did it with two outs.
2 outs, 2 strikes.
Down to the last strike.
The last strike. Kyle Schwarber worked a 10-pitch at bat. It was incredible.
Can you believe that? He was hacking away, and it was just so cool to see him get off the bench. And I did have a moment watching that where I was like, I'm getting Babe Ruth vibes.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
he's on a Hall of Fame track right now.
Right.
He is closing in. I mean, he's on pace for over 500 home runs. So if you look at the seasons from 29 to 33, the amount of home runs hit between those ages, he is like number 4 all time. Right behind Jim Thome. Babe Ruth is on that list, so he's not far away. But Kyle Schwarber's just a special player, and the best thing about him is he doesn't play a position, so he's going to age gracefully, just like a David Ortiz in Boston. All he has to do is just hit nukes for the next 5 years. So it's a pleasure to have him. He just worked an amazing count, 10 pitches, got on first, and then Derek Hill. Did you notice that he had a toothpick?
Toothpick Hill.
So I got it.
Toothpick. Stop. Because when they gave that over there, I was about to make a comment. I don't think you were over there. And I was like, they're not going to know. They might not be Phillies fans.
Yeah. No, I got it. We take a picture, dude. I'm on my Derek Hill swag.
I love that.
And I don't know if you saw earlier this week, but Jazz Chisholm had a lollipop when he was playing the infield.
Really?
He had a lollipop.
Why?
A green lollipop. And he got a whole bunch of backlash for that about, you shouldn't have a lollipop, blah, blah, blah. My man Derek Hill comes off the bench, toothpick in his mouth, and just goes oppo.
Toothpick is fine. Lollipop, a little excessive. Like, you kind of want attention.
Yes, Jazz is that kind of player. He's very attention-seeking.
Yes.
He plays in New York. He's swaggy.
That's what it is.
So I didn't really care. I mean, guys are chewing tobacco and gum and seeds and tons of other stuff. So it's an oral fixation. Like, I got tobacco and I got a toothpick double dipping right now,
Jazz Chisholm, I swear to God. When T-Mac, I don't know how many years ago it was, but he reversed the look. He said, Chaz Chisholm.
Chaz Chisholm. Yes.
And I remember what he said. He's like, Chaz Chisholm.
Yeah.
Chaz.
Yeah.
Every time T-Mac, I love T-Mac so much, but like when he talks, like JT will be at bat and like my husband will be like in the side room and I go, JT. JT. JT.
Jacob Tyler. I always say this.
Jacob.
I always say this, like, why don't you go by Jacob Tyler?
100%.
I think that's such a cool, like, if you're a country boy, like, oh my God, Jacob Tyler.
I call him Jacob Tyler.
Dude, if I was an artist, Jacob Tyler for sure.
If I was an artist.
JT is cool, but I mean, Jacob Tyler, I think is just.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
Great game last night. You guys stay up for it?
What?
No? You're
Listen,
too old.
Phil's are prime time right now. You cannot change the channel. They're killing it. So good.
I fall asleep. Go on heater right now.
I hear you.
He probably fell asleep in his chair.
Sounds like me and my husband.
I don't know about you guys, but I think the Phillies team right now is giving like 2022 vibes. Like how the manager got fired and like kind of reworking the team together. And I feel like they have a real shot now to become a World Series contender. But we'll see how it goes. Like, we'll just take it one game at a time.
It's a great point.
Yeah.
I feel that way too.
I just feel like that vibe again. I don't know. Something's with that.
I didn't feel it though.
At the beginning, I didn't.
No, because we were so upset with that insanity with the Ryan Kirkring, and I hate to bring it up because I thought after it happened, my heart went out to him. I go, he'll remember that for the rest of his life, and it will stick with him, and it's going to make him stronger. But after all that, the biggest, like the stupidest mistake ever to make, I was like, you know what? I can't be all in right now. It was taking too much of a toll on my emotions. I was so locked in. I was buying every single merch drop imaginable.
Dude, how sick is the merch that I got on? Let's be real.
Love that shirt.
I mean, I take pride. I take pride in my hats.
That's an All-Star Game hat.
Oh yeah.
I saw one at Costco, but I want that one instead.
Yeah, definitely. No free plugs for Costco.
God, no free plugs.
Yeah, but also when you're talking about Kirkring, the biggest thing that upset me was when people were giving him such a hard time.
I felt bad.
It was 11 innings and you scored no runs.
Yeah.
Or you scored 1 run in 11 innings.
Yeah.
So you really can't put that on him. You know, he wasn't thinking, wasn't a great
kid.
play, but you also didn't back up your starting pitching, your bullpen by scoring any runs.
That's
so
the thing,
there's really I can't put the blame on him. I equate it to this. If I put a glass on the corner of the table and then my daughter comes and knocks over, whose fault is it?
Right.
I put you in that position.
It's your daughter's.
So exactly. Straight to bed.
Get to bed.
Straight to jail.
Oh, well, listen. You guys enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourselves. I'm going to go eat some meat.
Go get some meat.
I'll sit in traffic and go eat some meat and then put the fight-ins on.
6:45
like a
start
plan.
time.
I'll do fight-ins and then hopefully they're done by 9 o'clock because I got to get Love Island in. I am telling you, it's such a train wreck. Only reason I'm watching is because Summer House is over, all of that fiasco. I don't know if anybody watches it, but it was an entire fiasco. So I'm like, all right, let me try Love Island. The problem with Love Island right now, these kids all went to like high school during COVID, so their brains don't operate correctly.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're talking about. Like this one kid, I mean, they think they're smart, but they're not. Like I remember being like 20 and being like, I know everything. But if I recorded myself talking and I watched it back, I'd be like, I sound like such an idiot.
Right.
Like this one, like they want to sound good. This guy's like, you know, this whole situation is like the epitome of. I'm like, did he
my
mean
God.
to say epitome?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I just want to immerse myself in this. I get immerse, honey. So I'm watching it for that. And I got nothing else to do. I got the Fightins and I got Love Island.
I don't watch Love Island, but I have watched a couple seasons of The Bachelor, Bachelorette.
How do you like that?
I like the Bachelorette better.
Yes.
Because I like all the dudes.
Yeah.
That are like,
Yeah,
you'll get the meathead ones that are
Yeah.
like, yo, are you just here for fame or are you here for her heart? And then you'll get the guys, you know, like I love that. I just love that you are like about self-care and
Are
you
you
put
here
yourself
for
first.
fame?
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like, Jacob is here for fame. Like he wants to get a big Instagram following. And then they'll turn on him, and there's always a heel. I just like the dudes better, like a house full of 30 dudes.
Yeah.
The chicks is just like two. Yeah.
Funnier conversations.
Yeah. So I always find those to be pretty funny.
I did it because I'm like, I don't want to watch anything other than the Phillies, and I don't feel like watching the news. I'm not a news person, so I'm like, let me just watch this, and it is a mess, but I'm enjoying it.
Is it over yet or no?
No, and that's the other thing, dude. There are a million episodes. A new episode 6 nights a week. They take off on Wednesdays. This is a real-time show that they are filming in the real. So like that, I guess the turnover time is like maybe like 18 hours, right? So it doesn't matter. They're in Fiji. They spend the entire summer in Fiji for 6 weeks. And this is all live happening. And the producers, they're like back, they're doing it. They're reading social media. They're watching, they're seeing what people are talking about. They're throwing plot twists left and right. So it's fun because it's like a real-time show.
Yeah, Truman Show.
That's what's cool about it. But again, the kids are young. They're that COVID generation. They don't know much, but now it's getting better.
They don't know how to socialize or talk to people. They won't look at you in your eye. They're staring at their phone. And it really peeves me off because a lot of them are in the service industry.
Yes.
And when I'm paying to go out to a meal or whatever, you're expected service and you just don't get it. The quality has gone down. The customer service has gone down. And it just really chaps my butt.
It
you
really
know?
chaps me. Well, that's the thing.
Sound like an old man screaming at the clouds, but it just is what it is.
You're not. But the best part about this show is watching it and going immediately to threads. And everybody's like, oh my God, did you see that? So it's like, that's the whole community. It's like, oh my God, what's everybody talking about? Hee hee hee, ha ha ha, LOL.
The memes go crazy,
the
right?
memes go crazy. Some people take it, a little too far, but like there's a good community there of people goofing off. And that's kind of what I'm doing there with Love Island, with Love Island.
Love Island.
All right, brothers. Have a great
Go
night.
get your meat.
I'm gonna eat
Yeah.
my meat.
Yeah, let's go enjoy.
I'll let you know how it goes.
We're going to bust Powers' nuts over here
Get
over
over
the
here.
New York Mets. We got a lot to talk about.
Boo!
You got the mutts.
They got their you can say cheeks clapped, right? We can say cheeks clapped.
You know how like
15-3 game was good.
you know how like
Guys, love you.
there's teams out there that you're like, at least they're always in it. You know, like the record doesn't show their heart. It is the complete opposite, dude. They can't get out of the first inning. The New York Mets. It's Senga is awful.
6 errors in one
You
game.
know, Jonah Tong, like who, by the way, I had like a $400 card for. I don't want to look at what it is now.
Yeah.
You know, Peterson's now in Chicago. Literally
Switched over. He
sent
just
him.
walked over. It's like, I'm going to join you guys. Goes over to the Cubs. Gets traded right after the game. Mike, they said that this isn't necessarily a surefire sign that the Mets are selling, but you got to believe that that's not true, right?
Yeah, you got to believe in everything except for the New York Mets, and that pains me to say. You know, it for me, like you asked me this question about a month ago. It's like, what would you trade? Like, and the answer is we have 6 second basemen,
Right.
Like, you know, and none of them could play the position. Marcus Semien, I mean, yesterday was just atrocious. Like it was a little league game, like the way you would see the amount of errors. And I'm talking like 7U little league. I'm not even
Right.
talking 9U, 10U. I'm talking 7U little league, like coach pitch. It felt like we were coach pitching to them. They were hitting bombs, and then our fielders just couldn't field. I mean, they just announced Marcus Semien to the IL. You know, it's terrible. Vientos is a third baseman. We have him playing at first. He has no idea what he's doing. The fans last night chanted Pete Alonso. I mean, I don't know if it's my algorithms and Mark Zuckerberg trying to
No, I saw it too.
end my life.
Yeah.
You know, it's just every day I see a new highlight of him. You know, now his campaign to join the All-Star team, well deserved in my opinion. He's Captain Clutch over there. He's got the whole city vibing. Like, look, Baltimore doesn't have the greatest record, but right now they're having fun. And when you're doing the 162, there's got to be fun about it. You know, daughter's all excited because they're doing a Snoopy giveaway in August 29th. I was like, is this what I got to look forward to?
Yeah.
You know, that's about it.
Right.
So yeah, to say that I need a therapist would be an understatement.
Yeah, I give it a couple more days before the entire fan base is lost.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's really nothing to look forward to. You're at the bottom. What are you, 14 and a half games out?
Yeah.
14 and a half games out
Yeah.
with no sign of hope for the Mets. Phillies are coming to town to just, you know, drink your beer, take your women, and just beat you in baseball.
Take care of
Yeah.
So,
Especially with the vengeance with the whole Knicks thing. Like I could see Philly. I mean, it's like $5 to go to that game right now. So I could see Philly taking it over. The only problem is, and this is what keeps Philadelphians out of Queens, is it's a long commute and it's expensive. It's like $100 just to get there. And then they whack you with like a $60 parking, you know, fee. So a $12 ticket does not go a long way. Yeah, the things that bother me are just like the fact that, you know, I'm not going to say Juan Soto is old. He's 27, a lot younger than he appears on paper. What bothers me is in my brain, and Pete, you could tell me if I'm wrong, but like by August 12th, if you're still 4.5 games within a playoff spot, like you're in a good position, right? A hot weekend, you're right in it. Right. So like that's where the Phillies are right now. And it's not even August. So you guys are completely back. Something that you predicted April 26th when everybody else was they should have imploded the team. They should have made changes. They ran the old team out. Everybody was lost on them. You were the beacon of
I was the one.
You were.
I am what Philly media deserves.
Yeah.
Everything is negative. Everything is terrible. Trying to find a problem with this player. Should we get rid of him? Blah, blah, blah. It's disgusting. It's toxic. That's why I don't feed into it. I give them something else to think about. This was April 26th, 2 days before they fired Topper. And I said there's way too much talent on this roster for them to just completely keep going in that direction. I knew it was going to turn around. It did. And now they're 4.5 games out of the Braves, who dropped 10 out of 13 games. That is baseball. Ups and downs, hot streaks, cold streaks. Braves. Everyone's like, oh, the Braves are going to continue to win like that. No, they're not. They're not. They lost 10 out of 13 games. Spencer Strider goes down for the season. So the Phillies make a push. And what did I say, Mike? What's my slogan? What's the shirt that I need to print?
I can't remember.
Brick by brick, baby.
Brick by brick. That's right.
Brick.
Brick by brick by brick by brick. You're right.
You can't win the division in 2 weeks. It took 2 months for them to make up all that ground. That's exactly what they did. Put their heads down.
Yeah.
Win the series. They said win the series. 2 out of 3, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4. And that's what's been going on. Obviously, Christopher Sanchez and Zach Wheeler being on top of their game. Cy Young candidates has been huge. Top of the lineup. This lineup is just built around slug. Did you know the Phillies are bottom 5 in average in all of baseball? Bottom 5 in average. But look at their OPS. Look at their slug. This team is just built to slug. And you're going to live and die by that. We talked about that as well. Live and die by the long ball. Mm-hmm. And when that doesn't come in, it gets quiet and cold. Yep. But when it's hopping, dude.
Really
Did
is.
I tell you I went to the game on Saturday?
Yeah, with your pops, dude.
My dad.
How cool is that?
That was one of the most special games I've ever been to in my life.
Historic.
My parents came in to see like the grandkids. They live in Chicago. So he came in and I was looking at the schedule. I was like, Nola pitches on Thursday. I was like, we're not going to that game. Thank God. And I was like, Saturday, Sanchez is pitching Freddie Peralta. I'm like, that's the game we're going to. Thought it was going to be like a pitcher's duel. Going to be a close game. It was a rout, dude. They routed them for 15 runs. Second time since 1932 that a player's had a cycle and 3 home runs in one game. Everybody produced. It was just the most fun at a game. Just offense. It was, and to get to experience that with my dad, who's the one that got me into baseball, and like we share that passion for the game. So it was incredible.
So happy.
It was the best money I've ever spent.
Yeah, man. And the other thing is, like, Harper did it the hard way, right? He got the triple at the end, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody, like, normally, like, I remember when Reyes would do it, like, he'd get a triple and you're like, all right, now you're thinking cycle, right? Now it's possible.
Right.
Like, but to and be like, oh, he needs a triple. That's not going to happen. He's more likely to hit another home run.
Right.
You know, and especially in that ballpark, it's not easy.
Well, can we also explain how that is ruled a triple? Because there was a lot of not backlash, but people said that's not a triple, blah, blah, blah. Bryce Harper was rounding second base. Although not very far from second, he was still rounding second base, headed to third base before the throw was thrown home. So as a scorekeeper, you cannot assume that if he does throw it to third base, he's going to make the play. They're going to make the tag. Therefore, it is a triple in the scorebook. It's a sweet, fair cycle.
Yeah.
Although if he did throw it to third, more than likely would have got gassed by, 30 feet.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. They put the pressure on him. Let's put the ball in play, put the pressure on the defense. That's exactly what we saw. Threw it home, overthrow. He gets the third, celebrates, and the bank went nuts.
And then the next night, you see Soto try to do the same thing, and he's gone down. Did you see they were putting like dumpsters, aircraft carriers, like right in between him and the bag?
I tweeted. I said, "You are not Bryce Harper, brother." And then someone said KYS for kill yourself.
Oh my!
I was like,
God.
yikes, dude, yikes.
In this day and age, geez, Louise.
Yeah, it was.
He was self-reflecting. I mean, that's why I need a therapist.
Like, so it's exciting here.
It is. Like, look, Wild Fork is a vibe, dude. I love their food. I'm glad to introduce all of our talent to it. Jesse's like, this is a game changer. You know, they feed us well when we're here.
And then we can work out at LA Fitness right after.
Yo, right.
Shout out LA Fitness.
It's a French company, right? La Fitness.
La Fitness.
Yeah.
I think the
Do
last.
you guys have basketball courts in there? That is awesome.
Yeah. Swimming pools.
We'll have to come.
Steam rooms.
We'll do like a 3-point contest there.
I would like. I'd like to take a spits.
Maybe we'll do that for 4th of July. We'll go there first, create some content, talk to if they allow us. Get our bump in. No, I'm just kidding.
Our pump. Yeah, that's how you know Mike doesn't work out. He calls it a bump. Get our bump.
Yeah. Well, we do work in the music industry.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I used to go to La Fitness in Tom's River when I lived there, and dude, I played basketball until I was like blue in the face.
Mm-hmm.
So,
do you guys have any new member sign up offers?
And this is the LA Fitness in Neshaminy.
Yes,
right across the street from the Neshaminy Mall.
There you go.
You want to talk? Here,
hop on.
Sure.
Here, sit down.
We're gonna make you work.
All right.
What's your name?
Welcome.
Mike,
Mike. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. Yeah, so right now we're running a special for all new members. It's $0 down, $34.99 a month. And that comes with a guest as well, and it's statewide access.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
$34 a month for the entire year.
Yes, sir.
My goodness. That is a steal.
It is. It's, I mean, usually, this is our special, but usually it's extra to bring guests and statewide access as well. But yeah, that's the special we're running right now.
Dude, beautiful. Zero money down, $34 a month, and a guest pass for LA Fitness. I mean, I don't think you can find a better deal anywhere else. You know what I mean?
Can't beat it.
Get some nice clean
That's
meats here at Wild Fork. Protein up after your workout. Hit up the mall. Go shopping after. Treat yourself to a little over the border. Is it on the border or over the border? Oh, it's closed. Never mind. Couldn't can't give them a free plug. Barnes and Noble. Go get a book. Chicago Pizza over there. Awesome. Are there any other amenities you wanted to highlight? Basketball courts, steam rooms, pools.
One that I was actually not aware of until I started, going in there and seeing it is racquetball courts.
Okay.
So, I mean, no better way for some cardio, have some fun, bring your guest, your free guest.
Yeah.
Here, and come play racquetball as well.
And you guys have them to rent as well. You don't have to purchase
Yes.
them.
Yes. They're out there for rent. And another thing that we're pushing, it's been around for about a year now, but it's huge. Everyone that takes the class loves it. But Pilates. That's
Okay.
a new thing to us. So, yeah.
A lot of athletes are into Pilates. I don't know if you remember a pitcher named Jake Arrieta,
Yeah.
but a lot of pitchers are into Pilates because it's elongating your muscles, especially as a pitcher when you are elongating your muscles and throwing. They take Pilates very seriously. So I'm sure you probably get some athlete or at least athlete types coming in there.
Yeah, I
taking those
wish I
classes.
would have known about it 10 years ago when I was pitching. My arm is shot now. but
Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my rotator cuff, right?
Yep.
Just snapped. All right, Mike. What else you got? Yeah, we could do test. We could do taste
yeah.
testing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretend like I didn't eat it already.
I'll let Michael know something when he comes back. But
Yeah.
something about his Mets.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, he's coming back. Oh, never mind. Well,
Well,
we'll talk about when he comes back.
tell me. He can hear you.
Well, I want to say I know what's going to help you guys get better. It's still June, so I know what you need. You need to bring back Grimace.
Yeah, you need some kind of what do we
need
call him?
some-
Gimmick.
You need some like that Grimace. That was that 2 years ago or last year? The Grimace thing was that?
20.
Yeah, last year I remember because we played you guys in LDS, but it was yeah, that was crazy that and the trend on TikTok, all that. I remember recreating that.
Well, you have that Spider-Man mask, right? That's corny. Yeah. Who, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Really? Peter Parker's from Queens?
Yeah.
Why is he such a wuss? I would think a guy from Queens, be a little bit tougher than Peter Parker, right? Probably have more of an accent too. The gentrified Queens checks out. Yeah, with the gimmick stuff, like when they're putting on like the Spider-Man mask when they're down 15-3, I'm just like, bro, time and a place. Same thing with like the entrances for closers. Whenever bro, I went to the last game of the season against the Mets last year for the Phillies. They were down, I don't know, 6 runs, something like that in the ninth. And they played like, his entrance. I'm just like, bro, read the room. Like nobody is like, they're down 4 runs. Like, what are you doing? Why are you playing this whole thing? Nobody's into it. Like, read the room. So I think teams need to kind of understand how that works.
Yeah, definitely time and place. I mean, I follow hockey a lot, so like, especially hockey, there's a time and place to celebrate or, sally when you score a goal. But most of the time, if you're down like 10 goals or 5 goals even, you want to just, and if you score one, to get one back. I mean, even when I play, I score a goal, maybe like we're down like 5-1 or something like that, I'll score. I always be like, whatever.
Right.
Instead of doing like a whole bow and arrow salary,
Yeah.
pumping with the crowd,
Yeah.
I'm doing, I'm just like, okay, we have to act like you've been there before.
Yeah. The other bench is going to roast you for that.
Oh, of course.
Scoreboard, buddy.
I've dealt with it before. I've
Yeah.
been through it before. It's definitely not a great experience. But,
Yeah.
you definitely learn from it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, where'd you play ball at?
Now we're outside of here, and it's called BYC, but it was Garnet Valley area.
Okay.
Yeah, played there for 10 years or so.
Mhm.
Travel ball, things like that.
Yeah.
Had a couple kids on the team that I played for. Ended up making it to the pros. I don't know if they actually made it to the majors or if they're just in the farm system, but catcher, first baseman. So there was a lot of talent around there, but I mean, I just enjoyed the sport.
Yeah. I played with a kid named Ian Kroll, and he was a relief pitcher for the Nationals, the Tigers. He was 2 years younger than us. So he was a sophomore when we were seniors. Kid was pumping 92, 93 as a sophomore, and a lefty. So we already knew this kid was going places.
Taste test here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready? Go ahead.
We got what? I was gonna say, where's Chris? We got sausage here, and then the skirt steak, and then I forgot what the other one was called.
Very good.
Banya? Kanya.
Wow, that's very good. My first time having wild fork, and I'm impressed.
There's very good seasonings, flavorful.
That was my first time as well. It's excellent.
Bro, anytime there's free meats, sign me up.
I'll take like 20 of the samples.
Yeah, right?
Down until I'm full. Speaking of, thank you. Michael knew as soon as I said that. I said he knew as soon as I said that. I wanted some more. So, yeah, whenever it's free samples, I'll just take like so much until I'm full. And just like, there's like stores. I think it's Costco that like you'll get like the samples. I've seen like a funny video on YouTube. Like some like YouTube shorts, some like YouTubers going and see how many times you can get a sample before it gets kicked out.
How many was it?
Oh my god, it was like indefinite. It was crazy.
Just kept going.
Yeah, I mean it's some stores, but sometimes you'll get kicked out of some other places. But
that's what I pay the membership for, right?
Yeah, I mean I have
all included.
Too.
Yeah,
it's great.
Isn't that nuts though? You pay to get into a place to overly buy.
Yeah, the more you buy, the more you save.
Yep.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm still out of toilet paper. Yo, it's I don't know, man. It's one of those days. I wish every day was like this. Like, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, much better than the first time we were here for the World Cup. It was like 100,
hot. Yeah,
100 degrees out. I was burning. I was dead before we even started. But
do they have games today?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
It's only tonight, right?
Yeah, right now on the Gambler we have what? Dead air. Gotta love it. So yeah, we're gonna watch the Cubs later. Right now it's Germany. They just took over Jersey. So Germans invaded Jersey. Versus I think it's Ecuador. Yeah, Ecuador. Yeah, there's games every day. So Japan versus Sweden later on at 7:00. Australia. We're at 10 tonight, and like I'm like, come on, read the room. 10:00 at night.
USA
Team
playing?
USA.
Oh, really?
Like, who's gonna watch that?
Well, it's Thursday.
Turkey. Thursday.
Turkey at 10.
I don't know.
I'm bummed out that USA isn't playing in Philly.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's
yeah.
like
it makes
perfect.
sense.
Like it would be awesome.
Right. That would.
Especially the 4th of July. Oh my god, imagine that game.
That'd be
If it was in
crazy.
Philly. Oh,
USA versus England on the 4th of July.
that would be the dream matchup.
Yeah.
Talk about timing,
What are you looking up?
I was just laughing because Craig Kimbrell gave up that
the no.
blew the no. Like
Oh well.
I was so happy when we DFA'd him. Like,
Bro, hang it up, man.
Mets bullpen is the only. That's another sellable item. Because we never get to them, so you may as well let them go somewhere else. We need like a journeyman, like a long man. Trade you, freaking God only knows for him. But yo, man, Wheeler too, another phenomenal year so far. I just, I laugh because he not only like outperformed all those other arms that were ranked above him, whether it be Noah, Harvey. He even came back from the same syndrome that Harvey had.
Right.
The sciatic
thoracic outlet syndrome.
Yeah, it's wild. I can never say that.
Him and Steven Matz are the last guy standing.
Yeah, Matt's got imploded. Did you see that?
No.
It's actually, it was very, very, it was nice to see. Nimmo hit a screaming line drive right back at him.
Oh, that's when he got hit.
Yeah. And
that wasn't Steven Matz.
Oh, it wasn't Matz. It was Lugo. Seth Lugo. Sorry, like very similar.
Say, yeah. No, you're right. Yes. He went to check on him. He got smoked, dude. I mean, he got hit and he was bleeding. Yeah. Yo,
but Nimmo almost didn't touch first. Like he almost went over to him first. Right. But obviously you got to call time, go over there and hug it out. So I love when teammates continue to be teammates. I also love when you leave and all of a sudden you hate the city you were at. Yeah. Or vice versa. I love when the first time LeBron left, like everybody was just burning that city down. Right. I hate that all those small businesses went out of business, and then when he came back, they all came back. But it just goes to show the power of a person, which is pretty amazing. But, for me, I'm just going to enjoy baseball, right? I hope Mike Trout does the home run derby. I'm hoping for things like that now. I love this Atlanta versus Philly Legends home run derby X thing coming on. No disrespect to FIFA and the World Cup. They are a partner of Fox Sports, but nothing beats the All-Star Fan Fest experience. Like WrestleMania does it well. Fanatics Fest is great, but the All-Star game has been the GOAT for Fan Fest since day one. Yeah. Like the Mets had it in, I want to say like 2007 or something in Shea. Like the last year of Shea first year of Citi Field. It was just so cool. You hopped on a ferry, you went over there. It was at a giant, one of those giant, trade show places. You had to hit home runs. You could do whatever. Radio Row just looks good. It was a really cool experience. So when I saw FIFA's, it's outdoors. I'm like, damn, the fan interaction's cool, but it's not, just didn't have that impactful feeling.
Well, I think it's bigger for people coming here from other countries too.
Yeah, it's
obviously,
huge. Yeah. Look, it's been really cool. All this World Cup stuff. Everybody, they drank Boston Dry, which is unreal. You would never think about that. You could start a war over that. With Scotland and Boston. And just seeing people interact with everything we have here. Curious to see when Wawa gets their love. I haven't seen. Yeah. Everything's Buc-ee's, everything's stuff like that. But I want to see when, some of these other countries witness a Wawa. Because
one thing I saw that was really cool was this dude made a video online and he said he's from another country. I think it was England or something. But he said, we have been lied to about the United States our entire lives. Really? So we've been told they're dumb, stupid, fat, mean. And he's like, and then until the World Cup, until we all came here, he's like, that was just proven to be a lie. He's like, the United States is an awesome place. Everyone there is so nice and accommodating. And that made me feel good. It was just like, of course, other countries are going to talk smack about the United States. Everyone hates, the guy that's on top, number one in the world, so everyone hates on the United States, but they feed these lies to their citizens about how terrible the United States is until they come here and they're like, man, this is awesome. And cities like Philly and Boston and Miami that set up all these cool events to just prove. And it's cool because if you go from they're in Texas, one of the right somewhere in Texas, Philly and Miami. If you traveled that far in Europe, you'd hit 20 different countries.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I always try to explain it so I worked at Six Flags when I was a kid, and we had people from Scotland, we had people from Brazil, Costa Rica. They were all on internships and stuff like that, and visas to work there, and it was cool. And they had housing on property, and it was like going to a college campus and just seeing every walk of life. But what I try to explain to them is like, it's the United States. States means countries, so it's 50 countries that decided to be one country.
Right.
So it's the United States. And if you think about that, like your experience, your life experience in Philly could be completely different than a life experience in New Jersey. More importantly, like I can't connect with some of the people like in Texas, or like their problems aren't my problems.
Right.
You know, so it is very difficult to keep us united. But it is an awesome country. And, you know, if you could literally have a whole different life by moving a few hours away.
Well, if you think about the people that went to Texas and experienced their FIFA stuff, they were buying cowboy hats, cowboy boots. So they have a different outlook. Like, oh, this is what America is versus the people in Miami versus the people here in Philly.
My favorite thing in New York is like this.
Yeah.
They're like, the sewers actually do steam, and it's just things we take for granted. Like, you know, this is still open. Like, I just got this sandwich. I don't have to eat for 12 hours.
The
like,
other thing is refills. Did you know that? They
no ice refills, air conditioning.
Yeah, I saw this guy. He was like, they're like, you want another one? He's like, another one? He's like, I don't have to pay for it. I was like, this is awesome.
You ever go to the few places that tell you it's no free refills, like, or they don't, and then you get to hit with it? Like,
I usually don't patronize those places.
Yeah, not for long. They shut down. Shout outs to On the Border. No, I'm just kidding. They had free. It does suck, dude. That's one thing about America is it is changing. Like if you go to that mall across the street, it looks like a zombie apocalypse, you know. But over here, it's booming. You know, people are coming in. But yeah, there's that. I guess they're gonna renovate that. I don't know, make it into apartments or something. But
it's gonna be a Spirit Halloween in 2 months.
Yeah, it would be. It needs to be a Spirit world.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. So, you know, it's also. I was talking to my brother about this the other day. He was off on a weekday, goes to Target, and he's like, "Yo, it's like a high school reunion in there. Like every mom, and like it's just funny." So if you live in the town that you grew up in, like, you know, things like that are just always funny to me. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm glad that I moved out of Chicago, so I don't ever have to experience that. So when I come here, it's not like, oh, dude, it's Richard from chemistry class, and you do the awkward, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. That's small world feeling.
Yeah,
it's small world.
Or they act like they don't recognize you. Like
I appreciate that so much more.
Do you?
Oh yeah, bro. We don't need to talk. You know, like do the whole fake. I don't got time for it, dude. I don't care about you. You don't care about me. Just hey, okay, keep it pushing. We don't need to have this conversation.
Oh. Well, I'm glad I'll never have to worry about you pretending not to know me, Pete.
Never,
so,
Mike.
Love you, buddy.
Never.
So around the majors real quick. I know you guys talked about, and now I'm going to say it wrong, Jazz Chisholm and his oral fixation. Pete, you had a great post about it, mentioning tobacco, all this other stuff. Aaron Boone was not happy with the antics. He was mortified, actually. You know, our boys at Foul Territory said it was childish. My question to you is like, what's the difference like that than anything else?
Yeah, there's no difference. I mean, if you're saying that you care about his safety for having a stick in his mouth, we just saw Derek Hill hit a home run with a toothpick in his mouth.
Right.
It's basically just being very showy and I want attention. I have a blow pop and I'm playing with it at second base. But I mean, honestly, there's no big difference, dude. It didn't affect his play. He's still not hitting 50 home runs like he said he was going to earlier this season.
Right.
It's the same thing. There was guys that would stick hammers of chewing tobacco in their mouth, spitting out motor oil, and nobody, blinked an eye. People chew Zins, sunflower seeds, gum. The dudes work outdoors, so let them put whatever they want in their mouth. It's not a big deal. If he wants to do a blow pop, who cares? It was obviously for attention, but other than that, it's not like he broke any rules. Big deal.
They've had injuries, and all they've done is win. Right?
Yeah.
They have a 2.5 game lead in the AL East. It's for me, it's depressing because then, if you listen to New York radio, I know you said you should be the voice of reasoning on Philadelphia radio, which you are. I wish I was that in New York because I just get tired of the callers. They're like, it's always the next man up. Mike, we're doing this, we're doing that. I'm like, yeah, that's great, dude. Like the Yankees need to be humbled, and I get it. They haven't won since 2009, but they've only missed one playoff since 2009. So it's like, you need a piece of humble pie. They are the casuals. Their fan base tends to say, I'll see you in October. They're not paying attention right now. They have no idea what their team's doing. They'll be shocked when half of them aren't available for the All-Star game, and they'll just be like, what's going on? And then their ridiculous trade offers are always insane. It's like I'm listening to WIP and they're talking Eagles or something like that, because like it's like they think that people will just give their prospects and their best rookies and just to the Yankees because they're the Yankees and for nothing. So the fan base is stupid.
I think that just comes with being in New York. Again, New York has like a superiority complex.
Yeah.
They believe they're the greatest city, the greatest people, when in actuality couldn't be further from the truth. They're some of the most disgusting people. Sorry, Mike. But some of the most disgusting people in the United States live in New York City proper. Terrible fan base. Yeah, not educated. So it just comes with being a New York fan or being from New York. They think they're the best at everything, and they're constantly reminded that they're not, but it doesn't bother them.
LA's pretty bad, man. I never noticed how many fan fights there are in those stadiums. It's disgusting.
Yeah, well, when you're looking at Raiders, obviously I know they're in Vegas now, but they were in Oakland forever. But LA's not a sports town. I mean, let's just be honest. LA is not a sports town. If you've ever been to LA downtown, looks like Gotham City at night. It's disgusting. There's so much crime-ridden, disgusting things down there. But it's not a sports town. It's not a St. Louis. It's not a Chicago. It's not a Philadelphia. It's LA. It's a movie town.
Yeah.
We're doing movies, and everybody that's anybody lives in the hills, nowhere close to LA anyway. So you look at all the games, Mike. It's a celebrity row.
Yeah,
celebrity. Oh my God, it's an influencer.
That or like the Dodgers are getting that Ohtani effect, right? So obviously they're selling out because people are making vacations around Dodgers home games, so they could see Ohtani. It's a lot easier to get from Japan to LA. When I was in LA and I went to a Dodgers game, there was a lot of people that were tourists from Japan coming to see Ohtani. I don't blame them. Like I was like, man, I'm happy I got to see this guy play in LA, before I died with my daughter.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. I also crack up with the whole betting thing. Like my man said he couldn't speak English. Now he's like doing press conferences and I find it funny. Like, you're going to gamble, you're going to gamble. Like, I'm not going to, I'm not going to front that it's not an addiction and stuff like that. But it's just funny when, Jordan, Ohtani, like everybody, like it just depends who you are, how much they'll clean up your mess.
Sure.
So clearly, like, do I think he did not know? No, like you got to be an idiot to think that, but he's Ohtani, so he gets the pass.
Right. And if you're Pete Rose, you don't get the pass because he's more of a hard-nosed, in-your-face kind of guy, more unlikable. So that's why he doesn't, never got the nod. Well, he got the nod for Hall of Fame once he died.
Yeah.
Which is even a bigger insult, slap in the face to do it after you're dead.
It's wild.
So we knew that was going to happen. But yeah, it absolutely depends on who you are. But that's what LA did do. They bought a brand. They didn't buy a baseball player. They bought a international icon, a brand, the Ohtani brand that brings in another country of Japan. Not even just Japan, but all of Asia.
Yep.
China, South Korea, Taiwan, Taipei.
Good, right? Yeah. Sorry.
So, I mean, they already recouped, I think, at least like a quarter
everything
of their.
it feels like
I know there was like a quarter of their money already just from him being there. So
they're back at it again. They're on the throne. Do you think they hit the three-peat?
I mean, they're the favorites, but dude, it's baseball, man.
It's the hardest thing to do.
Repeating is hard. Three-peating is unheard of, especially in this day and age.
Right.
And the thing about baseball is just so many variables. Yeah, they're a strong team, but who knows? Look what happened even during their World Series run, dude. They were afraid to go to their bullpen against the Phillies. They didn't throw Trinan in. They didn't throw Tanner Scott in. They were petrified. They brought in Sasaki. They brought in Glass now. They had to bring in starters to face the Phillies because they were petrified to go to their bullpen because their bullpen proved that they couldn't get anybody out. So that could happen again in the postseason. These guys who are locked down all season, then you got a couple of relievers who you can't trust, can absolutely happen. So, yes, they are very beatable, dude. Everybody can get beat. I mean, check out the Brewers, man. The Brewers got a bunch of just
Yeah.
dogs from the Midwest that nobody knows their name unless you follow baseball. You might know Bryce Terang. For real, though. I mean, if you ask anybody on the street, name 3 guys on the Brewers, they can't do it, which is fine. But they play baseball the right way. Small ball, steal bases, put pressure on the defense, and that's why they're atop the NL Central right now. So teams like that, the Brewers, the Phillies, obviously the Dodgers, but those are the teams that got a shot, man.
For me, there hasn't been a team that's more jarring when you look from 1 through 9 and their pitching staff and be like, oh, they got that Mookie Betts. Me explaining this to my daughter, right? Mookie Betts. Oh, is he from the Dodgers? And well, he was from Boston. Like, and then Freddie Freeman, was he always a Dodger? He's from the Braves. Diaz from the Mets, right? Like, you just go down the Ohtani from the Angels. Like, you just explain where they're from. And like, I've never seen it. I get it. Trades happen. Things happen. I've just never seen it on this magnitude where you're just like Thanos and you're just picking up everybody. Because even when the Yankees did it, they were like when they got Doc Gooden, like nobody thought that guy had anything left in the tank. He wins the World Series with them. Darryl Strawberry, same thing. Ruben Sierra. Like they would pick up guys. Jose Canseco. They would pick up guys, but it seemed like they were on their twilight of their career. They are getting these players in their prime.
Yeah, but they also do everything else better than most organizations. They develop players, Mike. Like, the best thing that you could do if you're a manager and you have people working under you, the best thing you can do is give them the skill set that you have. Teach them just as good as you are, right? So if you have the prospects, they have one of the best farm systems in baseball.
Yep.
So when people say it's just a tiring conversation with like, they just buy their players. No, they don't. Go look at who they drafted over the last 7, 8 years. They are all-stars on other teams. They traded Michael Bush to the Cubs. Yordan Alvarez, they drafted talent. And then they can go ahead and disperse it. So maybe invest more money in your research and development and how you can whether you can find talent in players and drafting. They just do everything better than everyone else. So it's just a tired conversation when they say all they do is spend money. And then like we were talking about before.
Good luck today.
They were bankrupt in 2011, so they weren't like this powerhouse forever.
That was also very smart what they did with the TV deal.
Well, the TV deals, dude. That's just good business. Sorry, you also are one of the biggest markets too. LA is one of the biggest markets. So just like New York, Yes Network, Chicago has Marquee Network. Some of these other. Where you have to pay an additional amount to have the exclusive
Mets
rights
have
for
SNY.
these teams.
You guys have Comcast, which is like a joint partnership.
Right.
But look, like speaking of money, speaking of owners and ones that are doing it right, the Dodgers are doing it right. The players love them, right? Because they're doing it right. Stevie Cohen created the Cohen tax, right? So like there are owners out there that are pro player, pro growing the sport. However, they're few and far in between. And we just witnessed that with the realignment of the minor leagues. They want to get rid of as much as possible and try to filter the players through college. What are your thoughts on this, Pete? And for me, it sucks because I love Trenton Thunder. I love going there. The Red and Pigs, whatever you guys call them. And obviously Iron Pigs in Reading, PA, right?
Yeah.
And then the Blue Claws. I was just there the other day in Lakewood. And, I saw Ryan Howard. I used to work in Bricktown, New Jersey at Circuit City. And while I was in college, I would then leave my job and go watch Ryan Howard hit bombs out of the Blue Claws Stadium. So it was cool. They retired his number like his second year, I think, when they won the World Series, the first couple of years of the Phillies. But dude, he was hitting nukes, but there was nowhere to put him because they just brought in Tommy to sell tickets because the bank was brand new. So they couldn't bring Howard in until they moved Jim.
Yeah, I mean, it's all just a money play. It's all for owners trying to spend less money, and we don't want to pay them. So now colleges, especially with NIL, you guys got to pay them. And then you're going to go to college. You're going to come out and be maybe 21 if you're lucky, 22. I think I graduated at 22. And then you're going to enter single A ball. Baseball's different than every other sport because you don't go to the pros as soon as you get drafted.
No.
Just saw the NBA draft, the NFL draft. You get drafted, bro, you are lining up next season. Baseball, it is such a long journey in between that, and you have to accommodate for these young kids. Dude, there is nothing cooler than getting out of high school to go play pro baseball. Is that not the coolest thing? Like, yeah, you don't make that much, but that's also something that they put in as well, that they want
5 year.
Yeah. So also too is like they wanted to put a cap on the amount of years for contracts, which if the players put up a stink, like, let's be real, dude, you guys all want to go to free agency as soon as possible.
Yep.
Nobody wants to sign 10, 11-year deals anymore. For the owners, they don't pay off, right? Philly's got Trey Turner for another 7 years, dude, till he's 41. No thanks. He probably likes it because he's like, yo, check out my numbers. If I go to free agency now, I'm not getting that money. But Scott Boras runs baseball, dude. All the biggest players, the best players are all represented by Scott Boras, and he wants to get his clients to free agency as quick as possible. So I really don't see how that is that big of an issue, because we've seen it, right? When Pujols went from the Cardinals to the Angels, signed that 10-year deal, and was just a mess. So owners want to stay away from that, and if they can reset the market to say, like, we don't want those deals anymore. Players want to go to free agency. You can kind of work together on that.
Yeah, I mean, and also like Pujols ruined their opportunities, right? That contract was so large they couldn't build around them, So
they couldn't build around them if they had money, though.
Right,
let's be honest. It's a sham of an organization.
It's fair. That's fair. But this all feels like a sham, dude. My daughter got to go to Trenton Thunder and dance in front of what she said 14,000 people. I was like, more like 1,400, a couple hundred maybe.
Let her live, Mike.
But yeah, she was like, yeah, I got to announce our group, and like and she's been gearing up for that for 3 months. She's like, Dad, I'm playing in a stadium. I was like, all right, relax. But there's a way, like, they don't know the difference between a minor league game when they're first experiencing baseball. So for me, like, unless those colleges are going to give that type of atmosphere, like, you're going to miss out on, a $12 game to take your nieces and nephews to, or a game where you're okay if your daughter wants to leave in the 5th inning. I'm not okay if the Mets and Phils are tied at 1 in the 8th and my daughter's like, can we go home now? Like, I'd be mortified.
I mean, I wonder too, though. I mean, I don't know what the NIL money looks like in college baseball, right? So if everybody's going to have to be filtered through college, I would imagine the NIL money is going to be significantly more than what they would get in being in the minors. So that can kind of give you a little bit of a cushion for when you're riding 14-hour bus rides and your butt's sticking to the seat, and you're making $800 every 2 weeks or a month, whatever it is. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What do I know?
What I do know is, like, we both know players that have done both approaches, right? Todd Frazier went and played for Rutgers, and then signed after he graduated with Cincinnati. He was drafted originally by another team, and he just elected to go to college. So there's different avenues, but I like that there's so many different avenues. And like you said, he still had to do a minor league stint out of college.
Right.
It wasn't nearly as long as the majority, but he had a minor league stint. So, for me, I don't like change. I like it eventually, but when it's a change just because people don't want to spend money, that's a problem, because you're not helping the masses. You're not, it's hard enough to get into this, to be a pro baseball player or a pro anything, like, so to limit opportunities. And it's bad enough that the minors aren't paid. I just saw today the average salary of a Savannah Banana baseball player is $100K. You want to take a bet what the average salary of a minor league player is?
Dude, do not get me started on Savannah Bananas. Mike. Do not get me started on that.
I get it. I get it. I get your feelings towards it, but understand, one, my daughter gets a glove. She has them all sign it. And she's like, should I put this in a glass case? And I don't have the heart to tell her that, like, there's no way anybody that signed that glove would ever be worth. And then, so she, but dude, it's a show. Like, I have ADD, so like it's too much going on at once for me. But the kids love it, dude. And I'm like, whatever, like, I get it. It's corny, but it's cool to see Shane Victorino hit a put himself in as the DH of the coach of the Coconuts. And fortunately, it's not going to go anywhere. And unfortunately, I think it's going to grow, especially if these owners. I mean, if I'm the owner of Savannah Bananas right now, I'm licking my chops, looking at first off, number one, we're headed to what is inevitable. Some lost baseball in 2027, right? There's going to be some type of strike. We're not going to start on time. There's no way, right? And now with all these things that you're already hearing leaking out right before the All-Star game, so the players are now going to be hit with these. They're going to get frustrated and they're going to clap back. So we're on a reckless road right now. So if I'm the Savannah Bananas, I'm like, how do we expand?
Mike, I would rather watch paint dry than watch the Savannah Bananas. I'm not joking. I'd rather watch soccer than watch the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a root canal with no local anesthesia than watch the Savannah Bananas.
We should do a segment where Pete does stuff other than watch the Savannah Bananas.
But anything.
Yo, you had a remake of your Sandlot viral video. Peyton saw it. She was served it like on her iPad. I guess YouTube or something. I don't know how she saw it, but it was I want to thank you because my Father's Day was me introducing Peyton to the Sandlot.
Oh, nice.
And I feel like it was the right time, dude. 9 years old, about to turn 10 next month. Bro, she sat there in side by side with me, cuddling with me, asking so many questions.
Yeah.
Dad, is this how it was when you were younger? I'm like, I'm not that old, but
right.
close. Like we did think more neon-y and starter jackets. But we were on bikes playing ball. Like my glove was on my handlebars on my bike more than it was in my bag.
Right.
So I think I did live that life. Granted, we played a lot of street ball, so it was tennis ball, baseball.
Sure.
But dude, like I was finding 3 or 4 guys every day to play, and it didn't matter.
And she liked it though.
She loved every second of it, dude. It was an epic.
So it still holds up to a new generation of kids.
Yeah, and I think it's done that since it started. She knew the beast wasn't gonna be this giant monster. She's like, Dad, I think they're exaggerating. I don't think that's really his arm. That's in their head. And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, she figured this out. So like I was kind of happy. But the kissing thing, like she's like, is that allowed? So I was laughing, but I knew she knew it from your thing. So like it's just like, dude, I forgot. Like I was like, wait for this part. The 4th of July thing. She's like, man, that must have been cool to have the 4th of July like that. And it does suck because like the world's been so divided for the last 5 years that you can't really do stuff like that. But I feel like we're getting back to that, and I think the World Cup has helped tremendously in that because like you're seeing other people enjoy this country. Why can't we?
Right. Did you see Norway take over Times Square in New York?
Dude, it's nuts.
That was cool. The Norwegians were doing the biking road.
Oh, really?
That was sick. That was really cool.
Yeah, Iraq took over the Rocky Steps. Like, talk about something that I never thought in 2001 I would ever be saying. So it's been cool, man. Like, you're seeing things. We got to witness it last year when they were doing the friendlies here. Remember? We're there. We're live, Sheff at the bank for I think it was Metsville's.
Yes.
And Brazil just took over. They even took over our microphones. Like
now I remember.
They were just sitting there. Yeah. They were just sitting like we went to a commercial break. We come back and people are broadcasting for us.
There,
it was hilarious. Awesome. But dude, it's been a vibe. I definitely I'm excited for All-Star Week. We're still trying to every day I have meetings trying to figure out what the heck we're actually going to do there. The MLB obviously has other things that they have to deal with until they get here. So it's been very tough to figure out what we're doing, but we're doing stuff. And it's just Philly has a lot to be proud of this year, and it's really cool. 250 years, All-Star game. So they also had it 100 at the 150, so the bicentennial. So it's been 50 years since Philly has had the MLB All-Star game. And it's always 150 and now 200 now 250. So it's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Need
to get it. We need to get in there, Mike.
Yeah. Yo, man, I'm excited to watch some. I'm looking at Uno, and it says Chicago Grill, and I'm just thinking about how Chicago is going to grill the Mets tonight. Also, I can't believe I'm not going to say anything bad about a business, but that's a shocker. That guy's there.
It's a what?
Uno. When was the last time you went to an Uno?
Never. I'm from Chicago, dude. We don't go to Uno.
It's like disrespectful, right?
Yeah, we don't go to Uno.
You ever see what is it, The Office with the I'm gonna get me a New York slice of pizza?
Yeah. Best slice in the city, right?
Oh, that's great. I love that. Look, man, this has been fun. I don't know. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about before we get out of here?
I don't think so.
I got my meat list for my family that I have to buy after this at Wild Fork. Check out Wild Fork. I can't stress this enough, everybody out there. It's better pricing than grocery stores by far. Like, we've tested it. We've had people way smarter than me find out if that's true. And what I can tell you is 100% true. Also, when you go in there, they treat you with an experience that is like no other. Everybody in there knows about their meats. They know what to offer. They know, tell you how to cook it. And I've heard a little birdie told me, if you mess up, take a picture of it and they'll reimburse you and give you another shot at it. So yeah, awesome place. Jessie got to experience it for the first time. It won't be the last time. She's like, I will be here bi-weekly getting my meats now. She owns a restaurant, so she understands how expensive the meats can be and the fishes. And, so it's a really, really cool spot. Please check them out. Go to wildforkfoods.com. Order your delivery for same day delivery if you don't want to come in. But if you do come in, I'm telling you, you're going to leave very satisfied. I can't tell you, every time I think I have like a $300-400 bill, it's under 200. So it's just incredible, man. And Bryce, welcome to your radio debut, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
This is my first time at Wild Fork, but I'll definitely be back now. I live in Jersey, so South Jersey, my Philly. So this is definitely a great experience for me today, and I'll be back. Sure. The meat I tried out was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so we're going to wrap things up here. We're going to stick around for a little bit. But this has been awesome. Fox Sports The Gambler. Check us out. YouTube page, 104.5 HD2, 102.5 and 102.9, and then 1050 AM.
And then Sundays, Mike.
Sundays, baby. The Sunday lineup with Sheff. We had a power failure, and I didn't get to talk about this with Sheff. I did with Jansen, but we had a power failure, and iHeart took that opportunity to change everything in our system. So I'm learning a new system. Jansen is learning a new system. But what's really cool is once we get our training in, we're gonna have access like no other. So it's a change for the good. They took the opportunity of the entire, all of our studios, including, the flagship ones. We're down. Had we have emergency and sister stations that pitched in, and we didn't miss a minute of radio time. But it's had us re-engineer our software, so we're all learning it. So but it will eventually get there. So we're excited for that. But yeah, check us out on Sundays from 11 to 1. The Sunday lineup, talking all things baseball, all things Sunday, and giving you the best bets, best picks, and best action in town. So, and that's not us saying that. That's our haters saying that.
Yeah. Most positive Philly network, right, Mike?
Amen. Amen, dude. See you guys later.
Yep, that's it.
All right. How'd you feel?
Hey, I feel good.
Good?
Sorry if I was talking too much, but I was just trying to
No, you're good, dude.
I was trying to